Anatomical expression, a mouth-watering aroma, well thought out patterns ready for the red carpet. Just relaxing, laying down bars, spitting the spoken word, or putting paint to a canvas. Creativity in any arena taps into the creative soul.
Good evening. Welcome to today's edition of Creative Soul. Today we have entrepreneur extraordinaire, Miss Kalin Perry. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing amazing.
Awesome. Well, we're just going to get started off with a little Q&A. Okay. You're from?
I'm from Savannah.
Okay. And you live in?
I live in Phoenix City, Alabama.
Okay. So now, how does Albany the Good Life tie into your travels or where you are today?
So I went to Albany State University.
Okay. All right. What did you major in?
Business management.
Awesome, awesome. And that took you to where?
That took me to, I didn't graduate.
Okay.
I dropped out. In college, I attended for 3 years. And during my third year, I had a little bit of a struggle trying to figure out who I was, who I was supposed to be. And a couple years down the line now, I know.
Awesome, awesome. So you're clear on who you are?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Do you have any business interests here in Albany?
No, not yet.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So let's talk about Kalin Perry,
Okay.
entrepreneur extraordinaire.
Okay.
So your background says that you've had a wonderful life as an entrepreneur. So first, let's talk about wine.
Okay.
Let's talk about your association with wine.
My association with wine. Okay, so I currently work at a wine bar and tasting room in Columbus, Georgia. It's black owned. I'm the manager there, and I absolutely love it.
Okay.
My association with wine is even in college, I've always had a love for wine. Unlike my peers, they had a love for liquor, you know. So I felt like I was always on the mature side because I not only love sweet wine, but I love the dry wine, the Chardonnays, the Merlots, you know, different types of wines like that. So to actually be working in an environment with wine all around the world is actually a blessing for me.
Awesome, awesome.
Yep.
The facility in Albany, going from college and then you moving to the wine bar, where's the name of it again and where exactly is located at?
Navi Wine Bar.
How do you spell that?
Navi.
Wine bar and tasting room.
Yep.
And that's in Columbus, Georgia.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. What are the hours?
Their hours are from 5 to 10 on Thursdays and 5 to 12 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays.
Great. Any live music, bands, anything?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have poetess, live bands, local music from basically local artists from surrounding areas like Atlanta, even Albany, you know, just surrounding areas. Also looking to do different things like murder mystery nights and just different things to bring that, you know, that good time and just more wine-ucation is what we call it.
Wine-ucation.
Yes, wine-ucation.
Okay, wine-ucation.
About wine.
Okay. That's also, we go from Albany State, we find out who we are, we have a love for wine, we in our wine environment, but what we're here to talk about today is none other than you as the CEO and the artist of Dai Dreamin Creations.
Yes.
What was the inspiration behind Dai Dreamin Creations?
Are you ready for the story?
I am ready. Ready for the tea.
Right, that's it. That's it. So I am also a bartender. I've bartended for a very long time. My job during the pandemic, we all got laid off.
Okay.
So I had at home a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old baby girl. I got laid off, and my husband, he didn't get laid off, but he had time off of work. So here I am with a quarantine baby. So when I found out that I was pregnant again, to be honest with you, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy at where I was in life.
Okay.
I felt like I didn't find myself yet. I felt like it was more to me than just being a bartender or a server. I love serving others. But I know that God had more in store for me, which he did. So I did a lot of praying and just self-reflection on, who God wants me to be. Not what I want to do, but what God wants me to do. What can I do to fulfill his will?
Right.
So I had a lot of inspirations. For one, my aunt Marquetta Parker, she does juicing.
Okay.
And I went with her to a couple of markets when she did her juices. And it inspired me to look into, okay, what can I do to where, I'm doing what I love and I'm making money. I'm supporting my family with that. And God gave me art.
Awesome.
So with that, within the first week of me trying it out, a test run, I made $800.
Wow.
Within a week.
Yeah.
So for me, that was like, okay,
Light bulb.
I can really do this thing.
Light bulb.
And from there on, I literally ran with it. My daughter, who I was pregnant with, her name is June Dream.
Okay.
And her middle name is Dream because my business, Dai Dreamin Creations. And now that I look back on it, it was most definitely a blessing. Children's are blessings. But I'm just so grateful.
Right.
I am truly grateful that happened because, I feel like sometimes God will throw something in the mix to make you say, okay, Lord, what is it I'm supposed to be doing?
Right.
And that's what he did. So I'm very grateful.
Awesome. So you go to juicing, you get this inspiration of what is it that I can do?
Right.
But how did that turn into art versus juicing?
Right. Okay. So we're at the event and there was a lady in particular. Her name was Kim. She is my aunt's friend. She actually recently passed.
Okay.
Kim came to me and said, Kalin, what can I do with my porch? She was like, I got this long piece of wood here. What can I do with that? And I got on my phone and I just started looking. I was like, I can probably make you something for you, like a welcome sign or something like that. But I've never done that before. So for it to just pop up, it was like, okay. She was like, Kalin, what else can you do?
Right.
Simply like that. And I just started looking and I seen online where people would actually go and get actual acrylic paint and pour it on canvases. And it wasn't a drawing or anything. It was just them putting paint on canvases and it turning out beautiful. And I was like, if they can do it, I can do it. So I went home and did it and it was beautiful.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
So just from that, I remember showing Kim. I'm like, look, Kim, I did this, I did that. And she was so excited for me. So, it was really because of her.
Okay. So now that you've gotten into art and you've gotten your artistic flair, what do you find your inspiration now? You're looking at a porch, a piece of wood, went to YouTube, Facebook, online Googling. Now, when we look at your art, what is your inspiration?
Honestly, God.
Okay.
When I get a piece of wood or board or whatever I pour on, I literally will go with the flow. And in my head, I have an idea of what looks good and what doesn't, if that makes sense. I think I got a sense of style.
Okay.
So I do it, and honestly, even if I'm not satisfied with it, others are in love with it. So it kind of hypes me up, like, okay, I'm doing something right. So yeah.
Okay. So you have that inspiration. Looking at what you do, what would you say when you look at that week that you like sold $800. What was the most memorable piece that transpired out of that?
The first piece.
Okay,
The first piece.
first piece.
Only because I got to show you the first piece.
Okay.
I mean, it turned out so amazing to where it's like God showed me within that piece what I could do. And then from me posting it online and it, selling
Okay.
like that, it was confirmation for
Right.
me.
And so with your posting, with your marketing, what's your medium that you use, particularly with those first pieces, and what are you doing now? Is it Facebook? Is it Etsy? Is it YouTube? What are you using now to market?
So the medium I used starting off was acrylic. Now I use epoxy resin.
Okay.
Started off with Facebook, still with Facebook.
Okay. Okay. Facebook
Now
is
I
good.
also do Instagram, TikTok, different
Okay.
things like that. I tried Etsy. It didn't turn out so well for me, so I really just stuck with what I know.
Okay. So now that you're here and you're finding this motivation, how do you, when you talk about your kids, how do you manage that work-life balance now?
Still trying to figure that out. But honestly, okay, so I wake up in the morning and I pray for wisdom.
Okay.
And I get a notebook. And in that notebook, I write down what it is I'm supposed to accomplish that day. And that all includes, I always start off the morning with making sure my house is clean.
Awesome.
I'll make sure my house is clean. I'll feed my children. I'll bathe my children. I'll go paint. And then I come back. I'll do work for as far as like the wine bar if I need to make calls. I also do taxes. I'll get on my computer
Right.
and I'll do that type of work. And then it's like, okay, Kalin, time to spend time with your children.
Right.
So I make sure whether we cut on a movie and I pop some popcorn
Right.
or we go outside and play, I make sure to get in at least
Right.
that time with them. And then either I'll go to work or I'll start on dinner.
Right.
It's a lot.
Awesome.
But
Awesome.
God has given me that wisdom and strength to carry it out.
Okay. So when we go from your aunt juicing, taking you around, you meet your aunt's friend with the porch, you get this inspiration, and here you are today, looking at the medium that you're using now. Have you found a network of other artists that you partner and collaborate with? Or what does that work look like now, that environment of your artistic talent?
I have not found that quite yet.
Okay.
Now, I do have other artist friends. During my first art show, I invited them. They were featured guest artists at my
Awesome.
art show as well, and that was my way of supporting them. But as far as that networking you're talking about, I have not tapped into that yet, but I
Okay.
would absolutely love to.
Awesome.
Because I feel like it's together, it's so much more.
It is. Right.
There's much land to be possessed.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Well, awesome. So, got that artistic talent. I want to give a shout out to your auntie.
Yes.
Going from juicing to
Kingdom cuisine.
and now look at you now.
Yes.
So you brought some pieces here today.
I have, yes.
So starting here,
Okay.
share with us your thoughts on selecting this particular medium,
Okay.
and what was the inspiration and name, if possible, of this piece.
Okay, so unlike artists, I really don't name my pieces.
Okay.
I haven't gotten around to that quite
Right.
yet. Cause not to brag, but they sell really fast.
Okay. Okay.
But so for this piece here, this piece is actually a favorite of mine, because if you know anything about me, I love gold.
Okay.
When I say I love gold, I love gold. I love a good pearl white, and I love a good gold. So these are called Geode Minis.
Okay.
With my Geode Mini collection, you can have it right here, like this on a stand. It can go in your entryway, in your children's room, in your
Okay.
room. It's really for home decor. That's my inspiration behind it. You know, when you walk into a home, it catches the eye.
Right.
It's like, oh, where'd you get this from? You know, you can't find this in the store.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay, awesome. We'll be taking a tour so you can share us the inspiration and the thoughts on your other pieces. But at this time, we'll take a sponsor break to recognize our sponsors. Thank you.
We all dress up, but only if you stand out with Phillips Men's Clothing. For your special occasion, shop Phillips Men's Clothing. Linen outfit, buy one, get one half off at Phillips Men's Clothing. It's not just another men's clothing store, it is Phillips. Hello.
For good old-fashioned Southern cooking, come see us at Soul Food Grill. Our food is cooked fresh daily, and we have something to please everyone's taste buds. We're open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 12 to 5 on Sunday. For delivery, use DoorDash. Soul Food Grill in Albany, Georgia.
It's simple. When you want affordability and quality, you want RAPCO Media behind the lens. Commercials, documentaries, short films, live events, and live streaming. We do it all. Contact us at rapcomedia.com or call us at 229-886-1727. Also follow us on social media. RAPCO Media, video production you can trust.
So this first piece here,
Yes.
again, share with us the medium composition and the inspiration, and we'll go to each piece after that.
Okay, so this is also one of my mini geodes. With this one, I wanted to give a river look.
Okay.
I also wanted it to be to where it can go in any home. I feel like gray is one of those colors that people are just now starting to love,
Right.
that can go with anything. Along with the epoxy resin I added in here, I added this gold leaf along with crystals just to make it have a little bedazzle.
Okay.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because
okay.
people love a good bedazzle in the home.
Awesome. This truly looks like a river. I mean,
Yes.
it's gray. It looks more like water. And then this looks like an island or land.
Yep,
So
like
that
the shore.
inspiration. And again, I mean, I think the individual can take this and their perception or their depth of perception can really be creative in what they see
I
into
agree.
this.
I agree.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, this next piece.
So with this piece, I was feeling, honestly, with this piece, I didn't really take it seriously for some reason. I had a lot of colors mixed left over from another piece I was
Okay.
working on. And I just started pouring with my emotions with this one. And it turned out beautiful.
Okay.
So
This could be called Emotions, your first naming.
I
Your
know,
first
right? My
name.
first name.
Emotions.
Yes.
But again, the pink, the crystals, when you talk about emotions, you think about brainwaves. You think about
Right,
thoughts.
right, yeah.
You just think about just those waves and everything that goes into our mental state and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's beautiful.
It's a beautiful mess.
Okay, here.
Okay, so with this one, I had envisioned doing a larger piece like this. So I was actually testing this one out to see how it go. These are actually rose petals
Okay.
on top of the crystals in here. And I wanted to give it that actual geode look, like a rock is,
Right.
you know, diving into somewhere. And then along with the pearl white, as you can see, like I made slant, I just wanted to give it texture. You know what I mean? So this is a part of my, what I call my rose gold collection. I do rose gold coasters.
Okay.
So this would go with that.
Okay. So with any of these arts, when you talk about the rose gold, do you or could you do coaster sets if someone requested it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So this size and this type, before we go to your larger medium, is there something in between or you go from here?
Oh yeah, it's definitely
Okay.
something in between.
Awesome. Well, you're definitely ready for an art show then. You're definitely ready for an art show.
I agree.
Okay. So we're going to transition to one of your larger pieces, and this is really Intriguing. Yeah, it's intriguing. So share with us that inspiration.
Okay, so I can say I am most proud of these big pieces.
Okay.
Because with these, I put in a lot of work. I go get the wood. I get my jigsaw at home. I put on my safety goggles, and I cut this thing on out.
Okay.
So that for me is like a huge accomplishment. But also with the pouring of the layers and the details of it, my neighbor told me, he said it looked like you sliced the geode rock.
Right.
So that made me happy.
Right,
That put
right.
forth what I was trying to do.
Now, this meeting when you said the jigsaw and everything, what is the makeup of this piece? Meaning the material and everything.
So this is MDF board. I
Okay.
use MDF board because for me it's easier to cut out my shapes and everything
Okay.
with the jigsaw. And then on top of it, I prime it, and then I pour my epoxy resin over it.
Okay, awesome. And the design, is that something that just happens when you put the material on that, or that's intentional from
Oh, it's intentional.
Okay.
It's very intentional.
Okay.
So as you can see with the first layer, I love a good pearl white.
Okay.
But I'll do my pearl white, and then I'll do veins. The veins to me, like the gold and the gray veins to me, it makes it look like it's marble.
Okay.
In my opinion, it makes it look marble. And then I'll go along with like glitter lines and other different things to kind of bring it out,
Right.
with more layers of everything. So yeah. And then with this border right here, so I use an actual foam for this. I go around with the foam, and then I'll slice the foam, and then I'll gold it out.
Okay.
And that's how I do it.
Well, I mean, I can agree with the neighbor, because when I looked at it, it was more of a Mother Earth type, because we think of pearls, we think of the ocean and everything like that. So it's more of a Mother Earth, and then it's like, again, there's something here, but the world, water, the earth is just flowing around that. So that is awesome.
And like you said, everyone can look into it and then see their own creative thing of what it can be, and that's what's beautiful about it.
Awesome. Well, last but not least, in your vast collection, here.
Yes.
There's a similarity, but there's total difference.
A difference, right.
Total difference.
So I want to switch up sometimes. I need to. I feel, I if it was up to me, everything would be white and gold, But what's a good black and gold piece? With this one, I did go different. I didn't want to do the whole outlining, so I did a couple of pieces of the outlining, and then I did all of the gold crystals to make that energy pop.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
So I know when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing onyx, I'm seeing coal, I'm seeing darkness, and then that brilliance. It's like there's a different or unique depth perception. I believe depends on the individual, because with your inspiration, you can share what your inspiration was.
Right.
But if we don't have that conversation, when I look at it, it's like, wow. Because again, I'm seeing that earthness, but we think of marble and onyx, we think expensive, we think luxury. So I mean, that's a beautiful piece.
And I love that you said that, because that's what I shoot for.
Okay.
I shoot for, my art is luxury art.
Okay.
It's not your typical, where you go into the home, at home, or Ross, Burlington. This is something different, and this is something made specifically for you. And even if I remade the same thing, it would be different in its own type of way, just for you.
Awesome.
Looking for compassionate animal care? Come see us at Westover Animal Hospital. We're a full-service facility that can take care of all your pet's medical needs. From wellness visits, medications, emergency surgeries to dental care. Make your appointment today at Westover Animal Hospital, Albany, Georgia.
At John Ross Jewelers, we have one of the most unique selections in Southwest Georgia. We have beautiful gemstones, diamond rings, earrings, and more, to our full line of jewelry repair services. We have gifts for every occasion and style, from classic to contemporary. Create your dream ring from our selection of loose diamonds and semi-mounts for that special touch for all budgets. We can make your dreams a reality here at John Ross Jewelers in Albany, Georgia.
So when we look at your art, I mean, you have some awesome pieces on display. You shared your vision and that motivation behind creating them. But when you look at it, how do you feel your life and where you're from Savannah to Albany, or Savannah to Phoenix City via Albany? How has that affected your art or been an inspiration in your art?
It has been the biggest, because I'm just going to share with you what I have started to share with others. Growing up, some of us, not all, some of us settle in life, and we feel like whatever we get is whatever we get out of life. We'll take whoever hires us, you know, we'll make whatever they say they're going to give us, and it's like, well, as long as I can, you know, make ends meet, I'll be okay. But for me, that's not okay anymore.
Okay.
For me, I'm actually going to go for what I want.
Okay.
I'm going to turn my daydream into my reality.
Awesome.
And like I said, coming from where I come from, even I'm going to just share with you what I shared with my husband. When I was here in Albany, I struggled a lot.
Okay.
So I used to tell him whenever we would come down to visit my in-laws, I was like, Albany just reminds me of our struggle, of where we come from. And he's like, oh, I love it here. And I was like, I'm iffy about it, because it's kind of like, I'm grateful now. As I was traveling down the road and I started driving through the city and memories pop up, and I'm just so grateful because of where I come from, and because of where I'm headed, because of where I'm going. And it just, I can shout my testimony to anybody.
Okay. So with the grace of God and everything you're going, what is your vision for the next year, the next 3 years, as it relates to Dai Dreamin Creations?
You know, it's funny. Last year, God has given me a 3-year plan. So within 2 years from now, I will be exactly where He wants me to be.
Awesome.
And when I tell you it's bigger than my mind could ever imagine, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. And that's why I've made particular moves and steps to basically tell Him that, okay, I'm ready for that. So let's say 3 years down the line, everyone will know. I'm talking about the whole world will know about Dai Dreamin Creations, Kalin Perry, Dream Home. Because me, I found my calling, like not only art, but just overall home decor. I want you to walk into your home and you feel peace and you feel joy. Because, you know, you walk into your home and it's, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. You know, you walk into your home, you see that on the wall, you like, oh, I'm happy I purchased that. You know, that was well worth it. That makes me feel good, you know. So, yeah.
So tell the audience where they can learn more about Dai Dreamin Creations and your business venture, how they can contact you with your art. Okay.
So to know more about Dai Dreamin Creations, you can visit my website, daidreamincreations.com. It is D-A-I Dreamin, without the G, creations.com. Also, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. Just to know more, you can contact me on either of those platforms. So, yeah.
What's your Instagram handle?
Dai Dreamin Creations.
Okay, at Dai Dreamin Creations. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, on Creative Soul, we've had entrepreneur extraordinaire Kalin Perry, CEO artist, Dai Dreamin Creations. Forget not, Dream until your dreams come true.
That's it.
Thank you.